Greetings, fellow citizens. I am the Senate Dude, and welcome back to Starfield. I didn't know I could walk through this pool. When we last left off, we, what did we do? We, talked with Cora. I know that. Cora was nice. Good girl. She had a Star Wars reference on her shirt. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we fucking helped out. Fucking stopped a Terramorph attack at New Atlantis, and now we're being sent to hunt pirates. I actually looked at this game's reviews, and I will admit, quite sad to see a game like this get reviewed like the way it was. But you know, I'm just here to have fun, and this game's fun, so who gives a shit about reviews? Oh, and I also installed brand new graphics drivers, but I'm still gonna keep this thing at high graphics for now, because I don't know if I'm still gonna get frame drops when I go back to New Atlantis and shit. But yeah, we'll see. We're going to go on the hunt now for some pirates. We're gonna put them in prison and all that. How do I get my log here? There we go. It's L. I keep thinking it's J. I'm playing Skyrim again, so. Yeah. Suspicious activities, reliable care, da-da-da-da-da. Friends like these, deep cover. We need to go to Sidonia. Oh. Let's go. Alright, let's go to Sidonia.
Time.
Oh yeah, Sam, you want to talk?
Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
Sam wants to talk. What's up, man?
We need to find Cora and talk with her. She made it sound like it's life or death.
Oh? Alright. Talk to Sam near Cora. Alright, let's get back on the ship. We'll do this first and then head to Sidonia. I'm trying to do the Samco quest line here. Also, I'm getting married with Sarah eventually. Alright.
Have any new books for me?
Come here, motherfucker.
Thanks for grabbing me. Cora wanted something, and I was hoping you could humor her. For me.
Thank
Cora.
you for talking to me.
Cora!
I got
So,
something
what's so important that you
super
needed us?
important. Something's wrong with Mom.
You just figuring this out?
No, she's in trouble. It's been too long since she's written me.
Wait, you read each other?
Focus. We need to find Mom. You believe me, right?
How do you know she's in trouble?
We were reading the Count of Monte Cristo together, and she hasn't gotten back to me. She's a slow reader, but it's been too long, even for her. She always sends a message when she's finished, but I haven't heard anything.
This may be serious.
Very serious.
Listen, trust me, Lillian Hart is not in trouble. She eradicates trouble. That's her thing.
This is not normal.
I don't even know where she's stationed, Gumdrop.
Dad. She's on Neon.
I know this is a whopper of a favor to ask, but there will be no end to this until we see Lillian and clear this all up.
Hey. If it'll make Cora feel better, no problem.
Thanks. You being willing to do this, it means a lot.
Bring all your guns and armor and stuff. It's going to get serious.
Lillian will be at the Ranger outpost on Neon. That's Jalen, Price's office. So, if she's out, he should be able to help. It should be easy. Of course, sees Lillian, everything will be back to normal.
Okay, Sam
I'm
Coe now
not
considers
crazy.
me a friend.
Mom is in trouble. We gotta hurry.
Alright, alright. Matters of the heart. New mission.
Look at all those soldiers. Makes you wonder how happy people are
Oh,
if you need
okay,
that
there we
much
go.
military to keep it pacified.
Oh, what the hell? A mouse! Oh, there we go.
Oh, hi there.
What the hell? What's going on with me? I can't control myself. What's wrong with my
Am
keyboard?
I in your way? Sorry.
You seem a little nervous. Are you okay?
Well, I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff. And, well, I have to go see Dr. Flynn a lot for treatment. I'm pretty sure she's annoyed and sick of seeing me. I don't blame her. I've been thinking about writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across as weird or annoying.
Okay, do you like being a miner?
No. Oh, I mean, was that too frank? I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract being up so I can leave. But I don't really know what I'll do after. Oh, man, this is all so stressful.
Sorry, man.
Stay
Alright, there we go. I don't know why, but I lost control of my mouse and keyboard. Like, it just stopped moving my character. Alright.
You've been busy, I hear. Clearing out bad guys. Here, you deserve this.
Hey, thanks for the credits. Ah. Hey, I need...
Looking for anything in particular?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm here to talk to Saoirse here.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
Alright. Octai, who's that?
Octai and Bayar. He's the head of our Sidonia branch. If you want to do some trading, he's the one you need to be talking to. I'm busy.
I'm here to sell, but I'm looking for you.
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me?
Here, take a look at this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning down contraband. Well, if that doesn't take the cake. Or not take the cake.
Alright, if you can't handle it, point me to someone who can.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
Alright. Does this work?
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
My faith in the seedy underbelly of the settled systems is restored.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Personally, I think we make a hell of a team.
Yeah. Can we actually get Saoirse arrested for what she's done? Oh, I don't have any digipicks. Fuck.
Huh? What do you want? I thought our transaction was complete.
The Office of Acting Governor Order would like to remind all Sidonia citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
Work in the deep mines. That's where you make.
Hey, Adler. Can I talk to you?
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Saoirse Bowden said you could help me move some of this.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Alright, who is we and us? I thought I was dealing with you.
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy.
Okay. No problem. What do you want?
Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
This whole thing's giving me the worst sort of deja vu.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Alright, how loud do you want this to be?
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
I'll just pay off his debt right now so we can get down to business.
Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. We need to make an example out of this guy. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Okay. Recover Carl Fielding's debt. Now remember, I'm a good what the hell? Oh, I've already had that before. Why did I respawn? Motherfuckers!
Hey, it's my first one.
Okay, where to?
I wish there was more to do around here. Drinking gets old.
Please remain 2 meters away for your safety.
I just like the logo. That makes sense.
What's up, man? Can I talk to you?
Hats?
Something I can help you with?
Alright, I'm here to collect the credits you owe to Adler Kemp.
Adler Kemp? Who the heck is that?
Do you owe money to anyone or not?
Of course I owe money. Unless you're independently wealthy. Everyone's in debt nowadays. I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have a tab at Parsec Deep at Cespear. It's an endless list. So why don't you just leave me here? Let me get drunk and find someone else to bother. Okay?
Alright, listen, man. Adler is serious about this debt, so I suggest you pay quickly.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
I'll go back and tell Adler you said that.
Adler, Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
I don't think Adler's going to be satisfied with that option.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect a debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
Alright, man. Promise to stop borrowing from Adler, and I'll pay the debt for you.
Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
Yeah, normally I don't like working with just anyone. But you, you're an exception.
Mitch Benjamin, hello. What the fuck? What are you doing here?
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored.
Oh, shit!
I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
Can't argue with that logic. Sure, we can talk. I'm Roy Jensen.
See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to the,
Peace be with you.
Sorry, but I don't really want to talk with, her, to be honest with you. I mean, she's alright, but, you know, she's a kid. Hello, Adler, Yarr. Can I drink this behind you? Although I cannot. Neva meetup, evidence. Can I see that? Can I take that?
Neva, sit down, have a drink. So, smooth jump into the soul system? UC security hassle you?
Cut the crap, Adler, and let's make this quick. There's only so long I can stand a sink of minor sweat and stale beer.
Okay, take it easy. Here's the fleet's kickback, just like I promised.
What is this bullshit? This is half. Half of what you promised.
No reason to get upset, sweetie. Security around Sidonia's been cracking down, and it's tough to get the
So, I
Deimos
guess
marks to
Woodard
play
was
ball. That means I'm spending big on bribes, covering lost shipments. This isn't exactly like running a pharmacy out here, you know.
Two things, Adler. And I will make this simple enough so even a total imbecile like yourself can understand. One, I don't give a damn about your excuses. You owe us the agreed amount on time every month. And two,
Hey, I heard a rumor that you're the one who made the new equipment possible.
ever again. And I'll shove my knife so far up your ass that people will mistake you for a unicorn.
Okay, Mars isn't forever.
Okay, sorry, Neva. I'll make it work. Here's the rest.
That's more like it. I'll see you in a month.
Okay, that's evidence. So we can take it... So we can get Adler Kemp arrested and put into prison now. What's that thing from Phobos thing I saw on a table? Right here. Huh. 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 Hey Adler, I got evidence against you, so you're gonna be arrested soon, okay?
Have something for me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all here.
There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
He got the message.
Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
who exactly are your associates?
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work.
Fuck you. If you think they can handle me.
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. Alright, I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Alright, let's go turn Adler Kemp in. Alright, let's get rolling. Get on board the Frontier, take off. We'll go to, get back over to the Vigilance, turn Adler Camp in, and we will go to Europa.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Alright. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Where to? We're oh hello. The Astrea. Alright, let's go to the UC Vigilance and turn Adler Camp in and put him in prison. Oh, I docked instead of hailed. Oh well.
Now you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester?
You
think I'm a pest?
That ship will be thrilled to see.
Alright.
Most of our operations team graduated top of their class at the academy. If there's fleet out there, we'll find them.
Hey, you're
What can I
the...
do for you? The commander appreciates the sacrifice you've made. Going undercover.
Why hold... By the way, why hold prisoners aboard the Vigilance when you could send them directly to prison?
2 reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved. Second, this is an undercover mission. For our safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight.
Alright, I have evidence for you.
Nice work. Let me take a look.
Alright, I've discovered some information about Adler Kemp.
Interesting. Looks like you've been meeting up regularly with Neva Mora to transfer goods and cash from Sidonia. Which means the Crimson Fleet's just lost one of their drop points. That should set them back a bit. Have any more?
That's all I have for now.
All right. Keep up the good work.
Alright.
We'll be here if you need us.
Hey! Take that. Could always use a good med pack. Alright, let's get back to the ship and get going. Pretty soon they'll pick up Adler Kemp and put him in the brig. Or if he's... What if he's already in the brig? Hold on. Let's go.
Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come.
Brig,
You can be sure she'll keep our T's crossed and guns loaded.
He's going to the brig. The brig. Where's the fucking brig at?
Excuse me.
Hello. Does he like teleport here once you...
Lost a bet to one of the officers. Got mob duty now on my birthday. It's gonna suck.
Interrogation room. Okay, well. Alright, oh well. Hey, I managed to look. Get back on the ship. Get back in the cockpit. We'll go to Europa.
Separation complete.
Alright. The Estrella.
Wow. Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
That's what I'm here for.
We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
What options do I have to complete this job?
Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Why not hunt down Austin Rake yourself?
There's a lesson in this. I need you to learn what'll happen if you decide to turn your back on the fleet. Consider it your glimpse into a possible, unfortunate future. So you'd better pay close attention.
Okay. A medical supply ship? Why not a ship with some actual loot?
This job isn't about the loot. But I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies.
Alright. Consider it done.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
You know, I dealt with a lot of phony tough guys and trash-talking pirates in my time, and most of them aren't worth the oxygen. But I'll tell you right now, Neva, she's the real deal.
Alright. How can you be certain that Austin Rake is on the Ragana?
I've been tracking Rake for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Alright. Why do you want him dead?
Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean nobody, runs away from the fleet.
Alright. Alright, let's get rolling and, yeah. Alright, where to next? What's over here? There's a sensor contact over here by Mimus, but we should go to Enceladus here. Hey, you have a crewman on board I'm looking for.
All right. And what are your intentions with this crewman?
The fleet wants Austin Rake dead. I'd like to board your ship and talk about how to spare him.
Oh, God. I do not know.
You should take that offer. Trust me when I say this will be easier face to face.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
Alright. Oh shit. Alright, board the Regana.
We are locked in.
Alright, board.
Board's green. Ready for what comes next.
Alright. Convince the Regana to kill Austin Rake. Whoa, look at you guys all armed and ready to fire. Man, look at these bulls that are fucked up. Bulls! What's up?
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Alright. I don't know who's listening over comms. This is safer.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
Alright. The fleet wants Rake dead, but I want to resolve this without violence.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Deliver him to SysDef. If the fleet finds out about this deal, we're both exposed.
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Alright.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
Thank you.
So now what?
For
They're gonna put
letting
me in a
us go.
sys-def prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but it's pretty damn close.
Well, can't go in there. Alright, Dimitri, thank you. I'm a good guy, alright? I don't want to kill innocent people. Alright, let's get back to the cockpit.
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Alright, let's go back to the Astrea.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Ah, shit! I didn't expect an attack from fucking Ecliptics. Why are they targeting me, too? Stop shooting me! Oh my gosh, I'm getting riddled with bullets! Got them. They're dead. Alright.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
Alright. Who exactly is Ecliptic?
Mercenaries. Guns for hire that shoot their own parents if they were paid enough. I'll tell you, we do a hell of a lot of dirty work in the Crimson Fleet. But we'd never sell away our souls like an Ecliptic merc does.
Alright. Why were you attacked by Ecliptic?
You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count.
Austin Rake is dead, the Regana survived.
Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Best decision you ever made.
Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos.
Okay. Alright, where's Where's the third ship at? There we go, get them credits. Alright. Let's go back, let's report back to the Vigilance. Alright.
Hail acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Ready to take off, Captain.
Commander Conde wants to see you. Follow me.
Alright.
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Hey, your friend's alright.
Yes? Yes, what?
You
Alright.
have permission to speak freely. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
Alright, I'm glad. Any point in trying to get Rake to give up information about the fleet?
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you.
Alright. I'm glad he surrendered. I didn't want to kill anyone, innocent or otherwise.
That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I hate to say it. Sometimes folks gotta die. But this was not one of those situations.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
Hey, that was clever to ensure Neva's trust. Ecliptic doesn't have a problem with attacking the Crimson Fleet?
They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
Alright. That was a clever way to ensure Neva's trust.
Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet?
It does seem like I passed their initial test.
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Okay. What do you know about Neva?
The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her.
Alright. Everything's going according to plan.
Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
Should I get off the Vigilance before my cover's blown?
The Vigilance is equipped with one of the most advanced intelligence suites in the UC fleet. Nothing slips through. You can rest assured, if the Crimson Fleet had any access to our whereabouts or have infiltrated our security, we'd know. As long as you're here, your identity is safe.
Okay. I was told to meet Neva at the key.
Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Ugh, no one said there was gonna be homework.
I assure you, there is only information that is pertinent to the mission. Our dossiers are designed to be succinct. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Dismissed. Alright. Now we gotta go to the key.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. Hey, let's...
Pardon.
Pardon me. Alright, let's go talk with Austin Rake, who's apparently in the brig. I like the brig. The brig is such a modern fucking prison.
Hello. Hey.
Is Austin Rake here? He is! Oh, that's Adler! He's in prison! Hey, Austin. Hey, Adler.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I swear, this is all just a big misunderstanding.
Why would you be happy to see me?
Oh, well, I just figured we got along so well back there in Sidonia. You might remember everything that I did for you and return the favor. I know you were just doing your job, so I'm not going to hold that against you. I could really use the help.
I found solid evidence you had committed a crime.
Me? Commit a crime? Oh, you have it all wrong. Do you have any idea how tough it is to earn your way in Sidonia? Either you spend all day in the mines getting your lungs filled with Martian dust, or wear your fingers to the bone working on machinery. All I was trying to do was earn a living. Display a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit. If trying to make a living is considered breaking the law, then lock me up and throw away the key.
Aren't you a member of the Crimson Fleet?
Well, yes. But that's only because they forced me into their ranks. You've met Neva. You know how she is. She, threatened to kill me if I didn't do what she said. Come on. You've got to put in a good word for me.
Cooperate with the authorities and maybe they'll go easy on you.
That's all you're going to say to me? Okay. Fine. I'll tell you this, though. The UC can't hold me forever. And when I get out, first thing I'm going to do is hunt you down.
Where did Sistef arrest you?
Right at the Broken Spear in front of everyone. Any reputation I may have had there is long gone thanks to that little stunt. On top of that, they caught me right in the middle of a deal I was closing with some long haulers. I guess I can kiss that money goodbye.
Ever hear from Carl Fielding?
That drunken miner? No. Whatever you said to him must have sunk in because I haven't seen him since you left Sidonia. He's lucky. If he would have stumbled into this spear begging for credits again, I would have... well, use your imagination.
Alright, I did you a favor putting you in here because SysDef's taking down the Crimson Fleet.
Are you serious? You actually expect me to be grateful? I don't know SysDef's endgame, but I'd wager that you've bitten off far more than you can chew. No matter what you throw at the fleet, Delgado will find a way out.
Okay, see ya.
Interrogation complete? Good. Maybe I can get some rest.
Good, rest up, motherfucker. Alright, where's Austin Rake at? So Adler Kemp's in prison cell number 1. I guess that makes sense since he's the first prisoner captured. Where's Austin at? Hey, Austin! Come here, motherfucker.
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
Then explain it to me.
Sure, I got time. You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules.
The fleet has rules?
And they're as paper-thin as Delgado's skin when you joke about his arm. Even Nev is a traitor to her own ambition, and Shinya to himself. But it means nothing if the higher-ups are loyal, if you can't keep the rooks from sampling your wares. That's the part that ticked me off. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face.
Why join a medical supply ship?
Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or a UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
Really? Neva mentioned you changed your identity?
Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on your back, you would too. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100 different aliases and the system will just add them to the list. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but nothing's ever really gone forever. Neva probably paid the same guy to hit rewind, and here we are.
Alright. Would you be interested in working for SysDef?
And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat.
Alright. Well, didn't expect you to be a dick. If you were, I would have killed you, but oh well. There's more prison cells here, so you can enjoy it with your friends. Look at Adler right there. Oh, look at poor widow Adler. Adler deserved it. He deserves to be in prison. Hey, can I ask, you?
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in.
Alright.
Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security. As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots, your hands are washed, and you are free of any contagious diseases.
Alright. Why all the focus on cleanliness?
Besides the fact that it's healthier, a sanitary brig is important for station security. In my experience, a prisoner will hide a shiv under a flake of dust if you let them. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is to spot irregularities, both inside the cell and out.
Alright. I keep things nice and tidy so it won't be a problem.
Excellent. And all that being said, I understand your mission directive might call for flexibility on my part. So if you need to be a rum-drinking, swashbuckling pirate to do your job, then I will do my best to clean up after you.
Alright. Were there any problems concerning Austin Rake securing him?
No. The prisoner surrendered willingly, as per the terms of your deal. This is probably the safest place for him, if the fleet want him dead. You can chat with him, if you haven't already. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
I already chatted with him. As the brig officer, is there anything you need from me?
As a matter of fact, I have a favor to ask. I understand that part of your undercover work involves going to the fleet headquarters, namely, the key. While you're there, if you find anything pertaining to the history of the fleet, I'd be interested in learning about it.
Okay. Commander Akande didn't mention this being part of the job.
It's not, and purely voluntary. As a jailer and a student of history, call it a professional curiosity.
Alright. I'll keep an eye out for you.
I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet, Jasper Crix, did on the key. I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in prison and how the prisoners were treated. If you find anything like that, bring it back here, and we'll take a listen.
Alright. Why the fascination with the fleet's history?
The fleet and the UC are intertwined, and I've always felt knowing that past is an important part of what we do. In life, history can be a guide, a warning, or at times, a reflection. And if you want to know which one it is, you have to stare it in the face, regardless of how ugly it is.
How do you handle the treatment of the prisoners?
That's a loaded question. We err on the side of caution here, short of any physical abuse. But with the Crimson Fleet, you have to be very careful. If you give them an inch, they'll take a parsec and find a way to stab you with it.
Alright, do the guards get into it with the prisoners?
Verbally, yes. There's a lot of bad blood with the fleet, stretching across generations, myself included. Sometimes that blood spills over. As long as there's no actual fighting, I tend to let both sides dish it out.
Okay. We should try to keep things as humane as possible, though.
Yes, although it's always a balance. At the end of the day, these are ruthless pirates, and they will take advantage of any weakness you show. But I'll be the first to admit it's not an exact science, and we've made mistakes in the past with both the carrot and the stick. As chief officer of this brig, my worst fear is that we'll someday repeat them.
Okay. What kind of prisoners end up on the brig?
The cells you see here are for captured pirates and prisoners of war. If you apprehend any pirates during the course of your missions, they'll be detained here.
What if the prisoners tried to escape? What sort of defenses do we have?
We have multiple turrets attached to the ceiling. If you've met Ensign Betty, she's personally calibrated them to ensure they cover the entire area. That being said, firing the turrets should be considered a last resort.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the commander?
He's a good man, singularly focused when it comes to the fleet. But that's not to say he doesn't care about his crew. I can tell you a story as an example if you'd like to hear it.
Go ahead, I got time. Does the commander visit the brig often?
Usually only when he has business here. But pretty much everyone passes by the brig on their way to other parts of the ship. Given he sees barely a glance of me most days, you'd think he wasn't paying attention. Hence the story, if you've got time.
Sure, I got time.
So, I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I forget to take breaks. One day, Commander Akande passes by the brig and sees me at my desk. He takes one look at my haggard face and says, "Officer, I'm headed to the mess hall. If you're not with me in 15 minutes, your services will no longer be required on my ship." I tried to protest, but he was dead serious. So I went. We had lunch, talked about old times, and I went back to the brig, refreshed and ready to work. It's little things like that. You can see he pays attention, and that he cares about the people, not just the work.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Keep the floors and your nose clean and you can stay as long as you want.
So they do have Adler in there, they also have Austin Rake in there. So let's go to the key.
Nice. Clean sep there.
Alright. Let's get going. To Cricks. Oh, we gotta go to Cheyenne first. Whoops! Okay. There's Maheo 1. Oh, I gotta power up the grab drive. Motherfucker! Oh, hello? Oh, it's just a longsword. Okay. What's here, I wonder? Alright. There's shit there, there's shit there. We'll come back here later. We're just going to Cricks. Suvorov, Nibus, Rocklock, Max. There's really just a little moon here called Max. Alright. Let's go to the key.
Don't you just love grab jobs?
What are you hailing for? Land in the key or don't.
Alright, Doc.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Oh, oh. Oh!
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Grab everything useful.
Alright. Hello, Neva. You got a jack of hearts right next to you and a pack of smokes. Oh, can I eat that? Thank you. Alright.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something?
Why, did you miss me?
Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin Rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood.
Alright. Sorry I kept you waiting.
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But, all that aside, you made it. So now, You get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
Alright. The Crimson Fleet took over an entire UC star station?
Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it.
Alright. Looks like a good place for some R&R.
Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear around here, if you catch my meaning.
Are we on the same station? Sure, just take a quick cat nap. You'll be missing a kidney or two.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Alright.
Alright. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then Grav jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Alright, I think that's it. Atrium. Okay. Alright, let's continue on our thing here.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered.
We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Alright.
Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
That's the most clever security measure I've ever seen. Whoops.
Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
So one wrong move and you're dead?
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
Delgado sounds like a smart man.
It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my rib cage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Alright. Any other modifications I need to know about?
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
Alright, time to make those credits.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Okay, like what kind of jobs?
Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
Alright, sounds like we'll be doing a lot of business together.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Together, I feel like we could do some
All
serious
right,
damage.
listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Alright.
Rook, gotta make sure to train every day. Bad aim and bad health will get you killed.
Alright, well. What future? That's a good detail there. Requires a key. Oh, people sleep there. You know what also goes missing in addition to credits? Yeah, ammo. Oh, hey. Thanks for the creds. A hookah canister? What the fuck? Command center. Okay, hello.
Ah, there's our other new recruit.
Mathis Castillo. Can I talk to you?
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
I won't disappoint.
You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Okay. Why does a pirate organization have so many rules?
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
Got it, boss.
Boss? Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvorov for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
What's this code Neva's talking about?
Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls.
Alright. So, you take every new pirate on these initiations?
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time?
How many tests and initiations do I have to go through?
What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake. You are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Oh, she's just waiting for you to screw things up.
Maybe you should tell me more about Crix's legacy.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC SysDef.
Alright. What if Neva's right and the Crix's legacy isn't real?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Hey, I've done my fair share of treasure hunting. Never panned out. But I'm sure this time is going to be different.
Alright. Won't the fleet become a larger target for UC SysDef?
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's legacy.
Alright. We'll be unstoppable.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Hey, I got an achievement, Privateer. And I got another achievement. Complete 30 terminal and miscellaneous missions and join the Crimson Fleet. Alright, well. Let's do some searching around here, see if we can find some of them slates and shit. Foam cup. Oh, hello.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For our listeners' benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volai that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring
A lot
us
of us in the fleet came
We holed
out
up,
of the
but
mud.
UC Security
We grind
unleashed
for every
hell.
crack, and it shows.
The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out
Is
of
this
mind.
important? Because
Your
I'm pretty
escape
sure you've been
caused
given
the
orders.
deaths of many that were stationed at the lock. Some would brand that as a bit dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative?
Don't you have
Wake
business
up.
on Suvorov?
The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
Alright, well, that's the end of that. There.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
I thought Delgado
Simple.
needed you on the plane.
I refuse to
Why
allow
are
the
you talking
UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalists to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. If you were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
Alright. Huh. And I sit like... For the Diary of Kyosuke Nagata, an early prisoner in the lock who was eventually executed for staging a prison riot. Visit the Osaka landmark on Earth. Alright.
Is this important?
Shut the fuck up!
Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders.
I really cannot wait until she's put into prison. She's gonna be like... She's gonna be climbing over Delgado to try and get a deal.
Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
Alright, let's see if we can find... Oh, hello. Alright. Hey, let's look at Delgado's computer. Oh, jeez. Look at this! Personal logs. By a thread. Huh. Keyless City. Hey, you got something you want to say? Yeah, I didn't think so, fucker.
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or not.
Alright, let's keep searching for some more of those slates. Hey.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problem.
Hey, aye. Oh shit, it's a robot.
You looking to start something? Cause I'll finish it.
You keep your mouth shut. Yes, I will put
This
it.
is exactly what I pictured of the Crimson Fleet. Except parrots. That and eye patches.
This was sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get
That
on her
last job
bad
didn't
side.
pan out. I need something bigger.
Circuit board, huh? Oh, hello. Oh, Jasmine's computer. Is there any evidence here? Grease monkeys. The Astrea. Ooh, neat.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
No! I'm here to put you in prison.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright.
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? Patience, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Now, where is those fucking...
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grav drone just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's core.
Hey.
Voss will make sure you get paid.
Soon, everyone is going to learn to fear.
Oh, there we go. Here's number 2 of the interview.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credit.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm the defendant. You even asked that question, Gale. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Were you ever caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
Oh, dozens of times. But I've just given them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything, and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218. Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gale. I see you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
His first big score, huh? Let's see if there's anything else we can find.
Is that why the Crimson Star decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's
I've
right.
been shifty and joints and
Brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did
suspected a
crimes
few
for them
dead bodies here and there.
for 5 years. Till I decided I wanted more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
My hands around a man.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Cricks was taking over. I think they got the message.
Radley called me his friend once and made me want to vomit.
Maybe. We haven't decided.
What the hell you mean, you guys?
Well, wow. There's another thing. I'm finding a shit ton of digipicks. I'm loving it.
My friend's got a point, Bog. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Seems to me, instead of trawling...
If I had a billion...
Certainly. Let's talk about something else.
I'd run my own city.
How did the Crimson Star become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level.
Oh, you could do a
I had the key. Few UC ships and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side.
We call UC system sharks. But to the
Sent out
fleet,
the call.
they're just bait.
Once word got around,
Always
it didn't take long for 3 minute pirates from every corner of the 7 systems to show up.
And this is
Always
how the
listen
Crimson
to
Fleet was born.
Delgado.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations.
Bog's a soft.
We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC security gave up and handed
The fact you came here voluntarily. That's it. You win the Nerves of Steel award.
Alright,
The
well.
Navy in
Sharks are
turn
too
sent
scared
ships
to
to
take
attack
the key.
Key.
Because it ain't no
I'd
fun.
say there have been 3 major attacks over the last
Every
few
time I
years.
see Radley smile, I want
And
to
as
punch
you
him
can
in
tell
the
by the
face.
fact we're having this interview,
Is something wrong?
all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC Systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division.
Bog's
That
grog
way,
is
I'm
fine.
the guy the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates.
Let's see what we have now.
Disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map?
With the creds.
Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
Okay, wow. He had a lot to say. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, creds. Because we're going to go to Osaka.
Kinetics, electromags, energy weapons. Nothing's a substitute for a shotgun blast to the face.
Get lost. I'm trying to get ready for the job. You should do the same.
Fuck you.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us, and you're dead.
No price is too high when it comes to protection, right?
Oh, I haven't been back here.
Even pirates need to shop. Jeez, looks like you can get anything here.
Oh, here's another interview.
So, tell us about Jasper Crix's version of the Crimson Scar.
job any day.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast.
If you need
Didn't cover all my bases, made some stupid
port.
mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
Alright, well. Heat leech. Fucking heat leeches, man. Ugh.
Rook?
Alright. We're just searching the place. Don't mind me. Okay. I think we're done here. We should probably leave. Docking ports, huh? Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go to Osaka.
Yeah?
Alright. Alright, off we go.
Docking seal released.
The lock, right there. Alright, let's go to Osaka. Back at the Sol system.
contraband. That's all we need.
Thank you, sir. Alright. Please let me out the fuck out of your system. Alright, Seoul. We're going to go to Earth and go to Osaka. Osaka Landmark. Alright, here we are. That's the Osaka Landmark. Or here, hold on, let's wait. Can we wait? Oh well, can't wait. Yep, so this is Osaka in Japan. Kind of a shame they don't have Tokyo. Now, where's that snow globe? Oh, here, hold on, I know where I can find this fucking snow globe. There we are, it's over here. There we are. Let's have a look at that snow globe here. Look at that, eh? Wow. Hey. I am now over encumbered. Alright everyone, well, we'll end it with a nice shot here of Osaka. Alright everyone, well, thank you all for watching this great episode, and yeah, I will now yield the floor. Bye!